And now it's time for Coach's Comments, presented by Southside Auto Tech. Cristiano Simonetta with you, alongside Stars head coach and GM Cody Chupp. Cody, your team drops this one 6-3. Before the game, the big storyline was Jordan Power out of the lineup tonight. What do you miss with your captain not in? He plays almost every situation. He's got 19 points this year. He's been one of your best players.
Yeah, we miss his minutes. We miss those situational minutes. But really what we miss is the steadying factor back there. You look at our start, someone who can calm the play down, make a tape-to-tape play to start to settle us into our game. And it's not a knock on the guys that played. It's a knock on us as a group. And we were not prepared right from the start. We got outworked for 60 minutes. This one sucks, and it's frustrating because of that. It's not like we came in here and laid it on the line and gave our best effort and got beat by a team that was better than us. They outworked us, and they were hungrier than us.
The penalty kill struggled again, 2 power play goals against. What do you think is the reason behind something like this? Because sure, you get outshot, you get outchanced 5-on-5. You don't draw a lot of penalties, so special teams start to become the focal point. How dangerous is Tri-City's attack, especially a guy like Kobe Ambrosio, leads the USHL with 9 power play goals?
Yeah, he's a special player. His speed and his vision on the rush are really tough to handle. But to me, our penalty kill was a product of how prepared we were to start, how we started 5-on-5. We put ourselves into situations where we're spending prolonged time in our defensive zone. We take defensive zone penalties. Our lack of preparation to start. Now all of a sudden we get on the penalty kill and we have breakdowns. And like I said, it's not an excuse, and this isn't just on the players. It's on everybody, and we got to find ways to hold each other more accountable throughout the week so that we don't need to keep having this conversation about our starts, because I'm sick of talking about it. I'm sure our fans are sick of hearing it. Our players are sick of us talking about it. So we're going to be done talking about it. And we just
Go ahead. The silver lining, I guess you could take from this game, because as poorly as you guys played 5-on-5, you're tied after 40 minutes. You're getting goals from defensemen. So again, is it just a matter of preparing the guys and getting them set to go? Because once you play that 60-minute game, you're unbeatable in this league, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that's the difficult thing, and I guess, the question with 16 to 20-year-olds is, it takes some convincing to think that you don't have the world conquered when you go into Fargo and have a good weekend, and I think we're not alone in that, and the struggle to stay hungry all the time. And something we talk about a lot with this group is, if you want to be near the top or at the top, you're going to have a bullseye every single night. So, on a Tuesday when you roll into Kearney, if you're tired or you're a little banged up or whatever excuse you want to try to make, it doesn't matter, because you're going to get the best game from your opponent. And whether or not that was their best game, that's for their coaching staff to answer. But what they were was hungrier and playing like they had a point to prove. And we were playing like we did something really good last weekend, and that was that.
One last question for you, Cody. Ryan Mackenzie, if you didn't think that he could shoulder a heavy workload, especially when Jake Mustelli's has been suspended, he certainly can after this one. Kept you alive all night long. What do you have to say about your goaltender, who probably put up 5, 6, 7 show-stopping saves? Your goaltending core, when Jake Mustelli comes back, that's a good 1A, 1B combo as we go down the stretch in the next couple of months here.
Yeah, I feel for Mac tonight, because he didn't have a lot of help in front of him, and he saw a massive amount of shots, and he was fantastic. You hate it because, he's been on this stretch here where he's played every single game, and then you basically just, leave him out to dry, and they throw up 50, whatever it was, shots, which is just ridiculous. And, I want to reiterate, this is on everybody in our locker room, finding ways to be ready to go in practice. And we talked about it this week, when we're stopping, and to remind to engage 5-on-5 drills and to engage with the work and the compete. we're heading into January here. Like, those reminders can't be there. So how we prepare, how we work ourselves through the week in practice, how demanding we are of those drills that matter most to us throughout the week. The responsibility falls on everybody, but we got to be done having this conversation, because spotting teams in this league 2 goals it's ridiculous.